do it.
Welcome to the Highest Fawx Show. Out of a million podcasts, you decide to listen to us. Why?
Because we are amazing.
So I'm Yellow Curry Joe. This is Penang Curry Alexis. And
Oh my God. This is my favorite curry, though.
yeah, it is your favorite curry.
I had that today.
We just had. Yeah. See, why don't you talk?
No.
Because
Go for it.
we had Thai food today.
I love Thai food.
Yeah, I know.
It's delicious.
Yeah. So today we're gonna talk about coffee.
Oh, yay. We have a lot of coffee here.
Yeah. So as you know, we've been talking about high AF coffee throughout the podcasts, the episodes, and so we want to talk about it. So obviously, if you don't like coffee, you can turn it off and say. So
you're gonna want to listen.
You can
There's
say
hot chocolate
goodbye.
too.
You know,
I love how this is on display today.
So yeah. So if you want to end the show, go ahead and it's like thank you for listening, and tune in next time.
Joe.
All right. So, as she drinks her bubble tea, that's not high F coffee.
I know, but I was thirsty.
Yeah.
I was in front of me.
Yeah.
You got a tea too.
I know. I do. But
I like chewing on the balls.
yeah, she's jerking the balls. Okay. So,
Okay.
again, you can
Where do
go
we
to highafcoffee.com and purchase any of these bags. And then we're going to have Alexis here talk, and I'm going to leave as she talks about the coffee.
No, you're not. You're going to stay right
Okay.
here, motherfucker.
So what's the most common questions that you get about your coffee?
Well, how did I come up with the idea? Where, it's just, why did I do it? Where did I come up with the idea?
Okay,
what kind of coffee do I have? Do I have K-cups? That's always it. Do you have K-cups? And all this stuff. And like, if you read the back, there's like a little bio. I should probably reread that again, see if there's anything I would change. But I started traveling and I started drinking coffee like from all over. And I started drinking just coffee without, any the milks or the sugars and stuff like that in it. And once in a while I would have that. And then you really start to get a flavor profile for all the different regions and the different areas for the different coffees. And it was just like a really kind of cool thing. And I realized it's just like people that taste wines and liquors and different things of that nature. You can do the same with coffee. And I think I've said this before, but I was sitting in the back and just smoking a joint, and it was a Sunday. And I was like, I should really have my own coffee. So I called a friend of mine who has a coffee business, a roaster, and I said, let's do something, and let's call it High AF Coffee, High Altitude for Coffee. And that's what we have.
No, it's not high Alexis Fawx coffee.
No, but I mean, you could, or high as fuck. But it's not going to get you high.
But,
I mean,
yes.
it will get you a high octane, like but it's not going to it has no weed or cannabis, THC, or CBD.
But isn't that the plan in the future?
Something like that. Yeah, we're working on some different things. We did have one thing going that is no longer, so we're going to switch gears and see how that goes. But I mean, we have a cold brew because it's hot as fuck in Vegas right now. So I don't, in the mid-afternoon, you might want to have a nice cold brew with some ice.
Let's go through each product and basically explain like the taste, what's blended, like what's significance of each.
Yeah, I wish
coffee.
I had my sheets that really broke it down. I think our roaster did send it. Huh?
What's that?
Is there enough on?
Oh, is it written in the back? On the front. Oh, okay.
Oh, right there. Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and pick. Let's pick a first.
Okay, cool. We'll pick one of my places because it's it's right next to me. It's also one of my favorite places. We have a Costa Rica Terrazoo, and it's a sweet coffee with brown sugar notes, well balanced with a complex aroma and clean finish. It's a light roast. So this is one of our light roasts that we have. We have a couple.
So So those are for people who don't like. Like what would be perfect?
Well, you have light, you have medium, and you have dark roast.
Okay.
And I think it's just kind of like how
deep they go.
Huh?
It's how deep they go.
Yeah, how deep they go and huh?
A light roast is more caffeinated.
Oh wow! So yeah.
Okay, so
I forgot
light
about
roast is more caffeinated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then a dark roast would be We have an extra dark roast actually somewhere
Okay.
on here. So that's our Costa Rica, which I think Nicaragua is very similar to that. It's also a light roast, and it has more like a caramel candy kind of flavor to it, dried apple, tea-like acidity. So if you like teas or the acidity of teas, but like also a coffee, that might actually be really good for you. AJ's Dark Roast Espresso. So this is going to be our dark roast, bold and rich. So if you like espresso, this is it.
Well, it used to be, wasn't it AJ blend before?
No, we have that as well.
Oh, okay. We do.
So we have an AJ's
Oh,
blend,
okay.
which was one of our original. I'm not even talking in the mic. Sorry. We have an AJ blend, which was like our original OG, along with our Sumatran dark roast. So we actually just had dark roast in the beginning, and then we've added the Costa Rican, the Nicaragua, the Peruvian. We also have an AJ espresso now. We have a dark roast espresso now. We have a decaf. So for, if you like the taste of dark roast at night, that'd be really good, but without being wired. Here we have a nice French roast, Peruvian organic. This is our first and our only organic at this time. I think actually maybe there's a few other. I thought there was a couple other that was organic, but I have to talk to George about it. But and then we have our cold brew as well. I believe in all the flavors too, or just in these.
Mantra, AJ's, and then AJ decaf.
Yeah. So, we have a decaf in cold brew.
Okay,
which
can
is
you
nice.
explain how to cold brew? Because I'm someone who don't drink coffee.
Oh,
so
okay.
you need to explain to me what the difference are. So that way.
Well, you have bean, you have ground, and then you have cold brew. So these
Okay.
are going to be your hot blends. So for those that want K cups, just buy a reusable K cup and buy the ground, and then you just make your K cups in the morning, and then it's less trash for the. That's why I don't like to carry them. I just really don't want to put more trash in the environment. What I might like, or what I would like to do in the future, in the near future, and I might be able to do that, is actually offer, you can buy a reusable K cup, and then you just buy the ground, and then you just make your coffee in the morning with that.
I think I made a suggestion to someone to go to Amazon and buy those reusable K cups, and they work just as the same.
Yeah, they just work just the same. So that's my response to that. I think we all can come to a question that someone asked me about that on my Instagram. But and then I like beans. So if you want to just fresh grind it up, you have a grinder. That's what you would use. I personally, that's my favorite. But for drip, for French press, there's certainly a lot of different ways you can brew coffee.
Okay.
So depending on what your apparatus is how you're going to probably want to buy it.
Okay. So what are the options? There's Chemex, right?
Chemex.
What is Chemex?
Chemex is like a little pour over. It's like when you go to Costa Rica and stuff like that, you have like a cloth that hangs, and if you want your coffee to be darker and stronger, you just keep pouring.
Make sure the mic is pointed towards you.
Oh,
There we go.
oops. You just make sure, you just got to pour it over.
Okay.
So you have the grind already in there, and you're just pouring hot water over it, and then you're allowing it to seep
Okay.
that way.
All right.
And if you want it stronger, in Costa Rica, if you're just doing a 1 cup, then if you want it stronger, you just keep pouring that 1 cup over and over and over.
Okay. And
Because you're just seeping it longer.
okay.
That's all.
So that's Chemex. Then what's the next one?
There's French roast. I'm not an expert in coffee. I can't sit down
Right,
here
but
and tell you everything. But
the
you also
different
have a
options,
French
right?
press, which
Yeah,
we
French
take the
press,
ground,
okay.
and then that's on the bottom, and you pour the water in it, and you squeeze down on it, and you
I've seen
seep
those,
that way.
yeah.
Yeah,
Don't you have one?
those are really fun. When you're out and you're having coffee out and about, and you don't that way you don't have to get 1 cup at a time, and you can also make it as strong as you want it.
Someone's enjoying their tennis balls.
Oh, good. Finally, she's playing.
Yeah. Oh, she's trying to get...
And then cold brew, you're going to want to brew that. You can, we suggest 24 or 48 hours. But the longer you leave it in there, it's just like a tea, is the stronger it's going to get.
Okay.
So
you just put it, so basically...
and that's your cold drink, yeah.
Yeah, so...
That would be in a pitcher. And all the instructions are on the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So when they come in little tea bags, and then you can just throw it in there with your water, let it sit. And the longer you steep it, the better. I like it. Because I like my coffee strong. So the longer you steep it, the better it is for me. But I really like all our flavors. And then we just also added a hot chocolate, which is just to add hot water to it. And it is awesome.
Is it? Do you have to put sugar in it, or is it just sweet?
It's
or-
already. I like it. It's already sweet. You don't have to put any sugar in it at all.
Okay.
It's just you just throw it in there. It's great. And it's called JoJo's Cocoa. So I named it after JoJo.
Okay. So let's go back to your history of drinking coffee. So when was the first time drinking coffee?
Oh my God, when I was young, sneaking drinks of coffee from my mom. Because they used to tell me if I drank coffee, I would grow hair on my chest.
What?
Because I was a kid. And they were like, you're not supposed to drink coffee. You're going to grow a lot of hair on your chest if you keep drinking that coffee.
Wait,
I was like, what?
How old were you when you drank
When
coffee?
I started becoming an actually coffee drinker, where I'm like, you get up in the morning, you have it, was probably more military.
Oh, okay. So
And that was probably, no, I don't even think I drank it that much in the dorms. When did I start my coffee? I mean, I definitely would say probably somewhere between like the military and like getting coffee at work. And I think that probably getting coffee at work in the office. That was the Air Force. So
it was like one of those instant coffees or something like that? Or what was the...
You always have a drip in the office.
Yeah.
It's always like that drip that's been sitting around. Like by the afternoon, it's burnt. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Now I've become a coffee snob and I'm like, ugh. No.
What's funny is that like even like those instant coffee makers, they don't clean. Like what happens is like especially the Keurigs, they don't clean the tanks because the tanks collects the sediment in the bottom.
Yeah, that one I have to clean.
Yeah. So
yeah,
like,
I want to get a new one.
Yeah. So it has so what people don't understand is like they have to run what the desalination or the what's it desalination?
Okay, so I have a DeLonghi, so
Right.
I have to. It will actually literally start beeping, saying, "Hey, you need to descale me.
You
You
have
need
to
to
scale, yeah.
you need to clean me out because we're getting dirty." Like that is actually a really like for an at-home, quick, not crazy expensive, but really decent machine. You want to do good coffee in, not that bullshit Folgers that you buy at the store, but good coffee beans. DeLonghi makes a really decent coffie machine. I like theirs.
It's expensive though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not like I've been to coffee shows. I've seen some beautiful coffee. Like I really like coffee, and I like the whole making coffee and doing. I don't know all the techniques or anything like that, but I love how the old school machines look with the old espresso. Plus, living in Miami too, and drinking, your cafe con leches and your Cuban coffee.
Well, let's
You
talk
wanna
about Cuban coffee. Let's talk about Cuban coffee.
Cuban coffee, I don't even understand why people do cocaine down there. All you need to do is go get sorry if I say this wrong, Corlito. It's like the small, so they give you a cup. The cup is this big, right? And then they give you little mini shot cups,
Right.
like 10 or 15 of them. That you're supposed to pour, or what it is that it's a community thing. So
Right.
if there's three of us are here right now, I would trench in with my little coffee cup and I'd pour you one, I'd pour my one. We chat and talk about our day or whatever, just like people do around the water cooler. It's kind of like a really neat little I think I don't even know. I guess maybe it could be cultural,
Right.
in some sense, because I don't remember ever seeing that kind of in that degree anywhere else. But it was definitely when someone brought that coffee in, everybody gathered around.
Why is Cuban coffee such a unique? Because why did all these serve
It was so
in
strong.
shots? Why is that?
It's so strong, and it's just.
Is it because it was grown in Cuba?
I really don't know.
Okay.
It's just all I know is that you wouldn't want to drink a full cup of coffee.
We should
that.
really ask. We should ask Luna Stark since
she actually
she owns
yep.
she owns a coffee shop down
Absolutely,
in Florida.
love espresso.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so. Absolutely. I would love
definitely
to have her
ask
on
her.
a show.
Yeah, we definitely should invite her.
She has such an interesting, it was really cool. I got to hang out with her in Costa Rica and just listening to her, how she grew up and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and, we have Miami we didn't know each other in Miami, but we have that in similarity in common. We both love it. And yeah, we should definitely, because it's just a really unique thing. Like in Miami, you get Cuban coffee, and now it's weird because American coffee is if you just I always brew an espresso, something a little deeper, a little richer, a little that's going to be it's like your shot, right?
Right.
And that's kind of how the Cuban coffees are. And that's just what, like I said, I think it just also is that cultural where people gather around and everybody gets their cafe con leche. It's a big thing. You get your little, your meat, empanada.
Or your Cuban sandwich or something like that? Or,
yeah, but
Cubano, right?
No, there is.
That's what it's called,
There is. But every time I go to Miami, I fly in, I go right to Sergio's and I get my cafe con leche and I get an empanada.
Okay.
It's right there. It's just that's, I don't know. It's just that's my little Miami. I don't know if it's, how that sounds, but
Right.
my little Miami.
Right.
What I love and remember about it. And yeah, they have great food there too. So
Well, I remember a comedian, he passed away, Ralphie May. He talked about how he went down to Cuba and he asked for a Cuban coffee. So you okay. So he went down to get Cuban coffee and they basically served him a little shot. And he looked at it and was like, this is not coffee. Because so he asked, I think he asked for 8 shots to make 1 cup. So he said,
don't want to do that.
He said he drank it and he saw the future and then he just shat his pants. Just deuce. And that's what he said.
dude, heart palpitations if you have too many of that
Yeah.
shots. I mean, like it's just so strong.
Yeah.
It's just so strong, and I think that's why you do the shots.
Yeah.
You're sharing, you're sharing it with your friends and stuff like that, and it is loaded with sugar.
Oh,
like
is
if
it?
you saw how much sugar.
Oh,
was
there's a
in
lot of
that
sugar
shit,
in that
oh
little
my
syrup?
God.
Dang.
Like I would get used to get my cafe con leche. It was coffee with milk, and I would say no sugar, because they would put sugar in that too normally, naturally, and it's milk and that shot of coffee, and yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing that you do in Miami.
Well, part of the reason why I don't like the taste of coffee because it's just the bitter taste. And I remember when I first time trying coffee, I literally dumped a shit ton of sugar in it because to get rid of the bitter taste. Because I never liked the bitter taste. Like I don't understand how people like.
It's just not your thing.
Yeah, but I don't understand why. Why do
It's your
people
taste
like?
bud. It's just your taste buds, dude.
Yeah, but you like bitter stuff?
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's why. But okay, so I mean, I will drink the cocoa. So I'll drink
Yeah,
that.
I think you really like that, and I think eventually what we're going to work on is try to add a tea to this.
Right.
as
So you're
well.
gonna do green tea.
I'd like to do green
black
tea or chamomile or something like that.
Okay.
That makes sense.
sleepy time tea.
Yeah, Loki's tea.
You're not using his name.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, we have a T-shirt.
Loki's
You
going to have
stole-
part of the tea.
You stole my dog, and basically, you have to have sign-off rights in order to use this name.
I don't know what you're talking about, child.
Jeez.
Stole a dog. What?
Yeah, it's right there.
You're insane.
It's right there.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So we have beans, we have ground, and we have cold brew, and we have, of course, the hot chocolate, and eventually we'll have tea.
Okay, so I remember your story was that you went. So let's go back to your history of trying coffee.
Did I tell you the story that I felt like I was going to die in Costa Rica?
When?
So the first time I went to Costa Rica, I spent like a month there, and I like to set it off in like little quadrants or sections, and then to kind of just not really have too much of a schedule other than to like make it to these different quadrants, right? So I hit Monte Verde, which is the coffee plantation. It's like it's mountains. It's perfect. It's perfect situation to grow coffee, right? And of course, there's like everywhere you turn, there's like this little mom and pop, family owned, where grandma's coming out grinding the beans, fucking coffee joint with their fucking homemade chocolate and cacao, and I couldn't stop stopping at all the fucking places. I stopped at so many places. I now know what coffee toxicity feels like. I actually I could have hurt myself because I was also by myself. I all of a sudden I was like, holy shit, like every pore in my body started to sweat. My heart felt like it was going to pound under my chest. I remember I was like, am I going to vomit? Is my heart going to explode right now?
Wait, are you talking
Am I
about
gonna
coffee?
shit
You talking about coffee? So you went to what? How many places did you go to?
I lost count because I was drinking the coffee, which is, like roasted and like it's like you could taste the flavors, the banana trees, the everything, chocolate. It's fucking awesome. And then I would eat their chocolate. And of course, I'm eating the cacao bean itself. So you're getting caffeinated. Like I did way too much. Like after the first 2, I should have just stopped, but I just kept going. Like it was over 5 places probably.
So 5 places?
Probably
maybe?
over 5.
Oh my God.
And I just...
And how long? Like what was the time span?
A few hours. Because it was just...
So your hands were shaking?
Yeah, dude, I started shaking. Like, I was like, am I going to shit myself? Am I going to vomit at the same time? Like, I thought everything was going to come out of me in every direction out of every orifice that I ever had. Like, I didn't know pissing and shitting and vomiting and things coming out of I wasn't sure. I was not fucking sure. All I knew is I had to pull over, and I was like, I had to really gather myself. And I didn't drink a coffee for a week after that. I was like, holy fuck, I need a detox.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't need to. I was jacked. I was so jacked. But this is the thing. I also, because I was stopping off at these little places, that's the only thing they offered. I wasn't just be like, see ya, and like leave, I just felt bad. So I was like, let me buy something. So what was I going to naturally buy? Because all they had was the chocolate, the coffee, or whatever. And they were such, everybody, because you're stopping off at like an actual person's home. It's great. You have conversation before you know it. Like then all of a sudden you're having like lunch. I was very personable. It was very fun.
So were you in Costa Rica for a month?
That first time, yeah. That first time I was there for a really long time.
Okay.
It was amazing.
But then, okay, so that was obviously before the coffee, right?
That was before the coffee.
Okay,
thing.
and then
but then like started, I really started to say, oh, okay, I like this type of coffee. I like that type of coffee.
Okay.
And stuff like that.
And so that's the Costa Rican, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you had a story about like trying different coffees, or I think in your bio you mentioned that you went to Europe to try out different coffees.
Well, yeah, that's when I first when I started really kind of traveling over in Europe, and I had the chance to like try like espresso. Like I forget, I think I was on some fucking tour thing or something like that, and it took us up in the mountains. Like there was a group. I remember like it was a long time ago. It was like a group of us, and we went in some mountains. Like try
was it like the Swiss Alps or something, or where?
No, I was in France somewhere,
okay.
and I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Okay.
Anyway, I remember just having like French coffee there, and then the next place we stopped off was in Italy, and remembering like the distinct difference between what I had in France compared to what I had in Italy.
Can you describe the difference?
I remember French coffee for me was very acidic, and it kind of hurt my stomach, and I was like, okay. And then I remember Italian espresso being so velvety and rolling over my tongue like chocolate.
So it's more.
And I kind of really enjoyed that one a lot.
Okay,
more.
so it's more. Is it sweeter or is just
like I almost like felt like the French coffee was thinner and the Italian coffee was thicker? And I'm not a coffee expert, so I'm probably describing this the worst way possible. But people are probably cringing out there that are like, oh, like whatever. But that's the best way I can describe it, is how it made my tongue and how my mouth feel and taste.
Like a shoot, like a point shoot.
Yeah, kind of. It's like when people ask me how its semen tastes like. Depends on what they ate.
Why are you looking at me?
I didn't ask.
You just stared at me. And it's like, well, how would I know what fucking semen tastes?
I didn't know.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So I think, did you mention like you went to Amsterdam also?
Yeah, I've been to Amsterdam a couple times.
The quote coffee shops.
Oh yeah, I love the coffee shop, and then that's like the whole thing too.
Well, I mean,
if you think about it, like high AF coffee, there's a whole little plan. The whole thing behind it would be really great to have a cafe one day to serve my coffee. Have people come in, membership, whatever, smoke a joint with their friends, discuss. It's not like a place like cafes are. You're not getting ripped over there. You know what I mean? You socialize and then you bounce, right? And I would just, like kind of like, that's always like at least my teenage, when you first go to Amsterdam, you're like, I went to one of these cafes. This would be so cool.
Yeah, but they're not really coffee shops, right? Or they are actually the legit coffee shops.
Yeah, you get coffee. Yeah, I get coffee, tea. Some have some light fare and stuff like that. But the whole point is that you have a coffee and a joint and you leave.
Oh, okay.
Kind of thing. Yeah, it's not, like I said, you're not sitting there getting ripped with your friends, taking bong hits and dab hits and like trying to get all high and bullshit.
Right.
At least with the ones I've been to.
Okay. So Amsterdam, France, Italy, anywhere else in Europe that you tried coffee?
Yeah, I tried coffee in every place I ever traveled. So like it would be like Barcelona. It would be.
So how's that coffee in there or over there?
I don't really recall anything distinctive about it right now.
Oh, okay. So basically Barcelona, your coffee sucks.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. I just remember certain things about certain ones because maybe I just, have a memory or whatever. But I mean, I remember it being decent coffee, but I don't remember. Maybe it could have been where I was staying and the kind of coffee I was drinking at that time.
And then, at what stage did you decide I want my own coffee?
Well, I was living here and smoking a joint, and I was like, man, I should just really have my own coffee.
So
it's a great idea.
So 2016? Does that?
No, this is about 3 years making. So I would say 17, maybe.
Okay, 2017.
Maybe around 2000.
And so, how did you want about getting?
I called my friend.
And how did you meet your friend?
I was getting coffee from the roaster.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So directly from them. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I had a question. I was like, how do I get this done? And he was like, oh, you can do this through me. I was like, okay, let's do it.
Okay, cool. And then, so then you go through the process. how did you came over and take a look at different beans and say, I like this?
So
Or-
the original process was I wanted to do a blind study. So we did, I think, A, B, C, and D.
Okay.
Sent 4 types of beans out, and then I had different people try it. Like I sectioned it off, and I didn't know what they were either.
Okay.
And I just sectioned them off A, B, and C, and said, "Let me know what you like the most." And then I picked out the flavors that people like the most, and so started selling those. That ended up being our Sumatra and the AJ blend.
Okay.
And then now we've added all these other ones because I wanted to give people a little bit more of a variety to pick from.
Mm-hmm.
And also, there are a lot of people that don't drink coffee that I don't want to neglect. So the hot chocolate's
You
great.
totally left me out. I was like, I'll just have my own thing. And
Whatever.
I don't give a crap about Joe.
Fuck off, Joe.
Yeah. That's what you are. Okay, cool. Because I'm more of a tea drinker than anything. So
Yeah, I would really like to add the tea. I think that'd be really cool. Maybe we'll have a Kit tea and a Loki tea, and we'll have one that's more energetic and the one that's a little bit more.
Now we're bringing in my other dog that I brought in.
Yeah, our dog. Why do you look so serious?
So okay, if you not sure, if you don't follow,
Kitsune, come
okay.
here.
Let's bring out my dog. Okay.
She's looking
So-
at you. She's looking at you like
She's
whatever,
sleeping.
dude.
She's relaxed. No, a friend of mine, Jessie, she actually found her.
She's a Sheba?
Sheba, yes, Sheba Inu. I mentioned to you that they're actually one of the popular breeds going on right now because of Elon Musk and of Dogecoin, the cryptocurrency that's going on, because the meme of Dogecoin is a Shiba Inu.
Oh.
So because of that, Shiba's has been, I think the popularity has increased 3,000%. That's what I've read.
So weird.
Yeah. But I mean, my best friend, not you, in Chicago.
So you have another best friend.
He's my first and only best friend.
Such bullshit.
He's gonna come in December and we're gonna hang out.
Oh, cool. I can't wait to meet him.
No,
Yeah.
you're not
We're
gonna
all
meet him.
hang out.
You're not gonna meet him.
Yay.
No.
Yay. I can meet our other
No,
best
you're
friends.
not gonna corrupt him.
We're gonna
like you
meet.
did.
I'm so excited to meet him.
No.
Hi, best friends.
He's-
We're going to be best friends.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
not.
I'm so excited.
He's gonna hate you so much.
No, he's not.
He's to come here and then see you, then leave. So that's what he's gonna do. But no. So she found her, and she had her for a couple days trying to find if there's an owner or whatever. Nothing. Looked up online, whatever. It obviously posted on her social media. If anybody knows who owns this, nothing. So she took it to the vet and found no chip.
So no chip.
No chip in a dog, and so I offered. So actually, before she took it to the vet, and it's like, look, if there's no owner or whatever, I'll be happy to take her. And so she sent me pictures of her, like cuddling and being petted, and being social a little bit. Obviously, she's still a little timid. So then she hit me up saying that, hey, because she has other dogs too, but she's just overwhelmed, and so she doesn't want to bring in another dog that she's not prepared for. So that's why I offered to take her, and then so I picked her up, took her to the vet. They estimate her age could be anywhere from 1.5 to 4 or 5.
Oh, wow.
So I'm gonna actually I just got a phone call from the vet. We did some blood work, and he says everything's negative.
So she's good.
she's good.
Oh, excellent.
And so, but I got her. I make sure she got her vaccination, rabies shots, everything.
Okay, so
So she's good to go. And then she's been here.
she's been really sweet. You can tell that she wants to play, but still a little timid. But like I've noticed each day a little bit more and more of her personality coming out, which I like. So she's feeling a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
And she's starting to eat here and there. She really liked her eggs this morning.
Yeah. So
She ate 2 bowls of eggs.
really,
Well, Loki
and
didn't.
then-
Loki ate some of his,
Okay.
but didn't eat all of his. And then so I just gave the rest to her, and she ate hers.
yeah,
But that was the most I've seen her eat, really.
that's good. So she's they said she's 18 pounds. She still looks a little underweight. So
But
But-
I also fatten up these. I'm sure
know,
I can
you totally
I'm
fatten
sure
up.
I can fatten her up a little bit.
I mean, I'm gonna have a great dinner after this, but anyway, so I decided to name her, like, I was originally gonna name after the the owner, Jesse, named her after Jesse, but that kind of, I didn't want to associate with her, like her name or whatever to a dog. So, out of respect.
Yeah, that's good.
But she was calling her Foxy or Shay Shay. But I decided, you know what? I mean, obviously, Sheba's more look like initially when they were babies.
I thought it was a fox at first.
Yeah. So originally, when they were babies, they look like a teddy bear.
Oh.
And then as they get bigger and bigger, they start looking more fox-like features. And so I decided, what's because they're well known in Japan, and so I tried to find a Japanese would be a perfect Japanese name. So I looked up what's fox in Japanese, and so it's kitsune.
Kitsune.
Yeah, kitsune. So
I earned and from what I read, I believe foxes are highly regarded in the culture.
yes, there's a famous one, QB, which is a 9-tailed fox. It's in folklore, but it's also a known character in a Japanese anime called Naruto.
Oh wow!
And so the 9-tailed fox is actually a demon, and so because
I like her already.
Yeah, just like you. So so it had nothing to do with her last name, by the way, Fawx. Well, actually, it's supposed to be Fawx, right? Alexis Fawx.
Yeah, but let's just change.
Yeah,
it's morphed to no.
Yeah, it's morphed to Fawx. They put now people put the K instead of the X, or FAWKS. Different spelling of your last name.
Yeah, I love that.
And even like directors would write her last name wrong. It's like
it's happened.
Yeah. It's so
it's like whatever.
So yeah, I think my best friend my best friend had a Sheba.
Oh wow.
And his name was Jake. For
this guy that's gonna come out and we're all hanging out? That guy?
No.
Oh, you have another best friend.
No. My best friend from Chicago, yes. That he's gonna come out.
He had the dog too.
He had a dog.
Oh wow.
So he had a Sheba.
I can't wait to hang out with him.
It's not gonna happen. He's gonna come here and then we're going on a road trip. And
where are we going?
No. You are staying home.
We're taking the trip on
You are staying here.
Woo! Road trip.
Me and my best friend are going to LA.
I can't wait.
Go to baseball games and like.
Oh, you guys are doing guy stuff.
Yes. Cool. You're not involved in this shit.
I don't do baseball.
Good. That's the reason.
But
why.
I'll totally do the road trip.
No.
I would love to be stuck in a car with you.
Oh God. I'm gonna throw you out of the car.
Can we do it on a Sunday? Can we drive to LA on a Sunday?
Yeah.
So we're there for 8
hours?
Oh
my God, I would kill myself. Yeah, no, let's not happen.
Maybe we all hanging out of the window.
No. We'll be farting and see the windows go down. In 115
I'll
degree
just
weather.
snore with my mouth hanging open.
Yeah, then I'm gonna open the door and push you out as you're sleeping. But yeah, I just initially I was gonna keep this dog in my own home, but apparently you got attached.
Well, no, I mean, I just think right now I think it's really good because I'm also going away and you're gonna be watching other dogs and stuff like that. So like for her to be here, and then when we get back, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'll rip her far from the family.
Well, not that. I also have the bunny here, so I have a lot of stuff going on.
You do. Apparently this is going to be a farmhouse.
Yeah.
What other animals? We're going to get a gerbil. We're going to get a guinea pig.
I'm telling you, I just need the land.
Well, you posted. Well, the thing is, you posted on Instagram. You low key want to have a farm, like animal with what? Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
Luna.
Like there's so many animal lovers, like especially in our industry. I'm beyond that, but there's just so many animal lovers. Just let alone in my small, like female women friend group that I have. That they love animals. We all do. Penny, Daniela, Luna, Phoenix.
Yeah. Just have one.
Oh, Monique chimed in.
Oh yeah, Monique. Yeah, Monique. No, I think Phoenix included Monique. I think.
Well, Monique wrote, like, she DM'd me. She said,
she did.
Count me in. I was like, you got it, girl. I miss her. I haven't seen her forever.
Yeah,
but,
I talked to her. I wished her happy birthday back in May.
Oh, fuck, I think I missed it. I hope she comes out. And I told her to come out and visit anytime.
She also misses my birthday, too. So doesn't
I know when it is now, June 20th.
Yeah. How long it took you? 5 years.
Yeah.
You
But
think-
you kept it hidden from
How
me.
did I? I told you multiple times.
He'd be like,
we
"I'm not talking to
celebrated.
him, I'm not telling
We
you."
celebrated multiple. Like if I tell you once, you should know.
I don't know my own mother's birthday, dude.
Yeah. What was your brother's birthday?
It's October something.
Oh, I thought I was your brother. Okay, it's cool.
I
Okay.
thought you meant that one.
He calls it that one.
Because I didn't think you'd be talking about yourself. What are you like third fucking person? Well, what about your other brother? I already know. I already said I know what yours
comedy.
is. I know. I get it.
Yeah.
You're funny.
Okay. So, is there any questions from the fans? Oh, let's backtrack here. We want to talk about.
Oh, are we gonna talk about that email you got?
Yes.
Yeah, that was creepy.
We do want to talk about an issue of fake identities.
God.
Especially with the
Can we
adult
just
industry.
squash that shit?
So we want to say that, remember, the only social media accounts that Alexis runs is Twitter, which is Alexis Fawx, Instagram, Alexis Fawx Live. We also run Highest Fawx Show on Instagram.
And we all run that.
We do joint ones.
Well, hey, hi AF Coffee.
Yes, High AF Coffee that we all jointly run. OnlyFans, which she runs personally. No social media manager. No one's touching it. I'm not even touching it. Fox fans, you can go there. That's her talking to you. Same thing for Sex Panther. Like you can she's actually.
I'm taking calls tonight.
She's
by the
taking
way.
calls tonight. You can talk to her directly.
Yeah, I'm a control freak in that matter.
Yeah.
So I'm not having other. And like, come on, people, like, don't be fooled.
Yes.
If the shit's for free, you got to really wonder. Come
right.
on.
So I just had a fan DM me.
Yeah, that was creepy when you read it to me. I was like, wow.
So I'm not going to tell who it is, but
No, not at all.
he basically described that someone messaged him, somewhere, I guess on Twitter, and it apparently had a check mark, which I don't know how that's
so
possible.
weird because they wouldn't give me mine.
Right. And so saying that for a good 3-4 months they were having a romantic relationship. So he thought he was talking to Alexis, and it was not.
I will not talk to you on any public social media. I don't talk for free.
No.
It's a service. I'm sorry. That might sound however it wants to sound, but I talked to come on. Let's think about this, people.
She also, another thing is on Reddit, she goes by Real Alexis Fawx. She monitors the Alexis _Fawx and also Alexis Fawx Reddit groups. Because she noticed that some of the OnlyFans stuff that goes on there, so she goes through that and makes sure none of that
taken down.
Because the thing is, so it's like you're paying for a service, you're paying for time, you're paying for personal personal photos and videos.
Yeah, I get really I'm personable with people. This is how I put it. Like more you if you're tipping, you're buying things, you're participating in this relationship in that way. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going hey, how you doing? I'm going to get to know you. That's how you get to know me. I'm not. Look, I talk to you guys more than I talk to my family. So actually, I talk to more of these guys. Well, that would be yeah. Probably talk to you guys more than
What was that? What was that? As you point.
Well, no, I was thinking about my mom. I talk to my fans more than I talk to my own mother.
That's true.
So, put that in perspective, okay? So think about that, and it's my time.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. She's not going out there to looking for people to fuck.
Nope.
So you're not gonna fuck her. Let's end that thing right there.
I don't shoot with fans.
No, she doesn't
I'm
shoot
very
fans. She
professional.
doesn't do fucker fans.
I'm I like to work with professional people that I've worked with many times.
Yeah,
It's
these
just very
are
simple.
the people that she's gonna work with are experienced, who's been in the industry, has credentials, have feedback from other performers. So she's not gonna work with a virgin. Get that out of your head. That you're not gonna. She's not why would you want to work with
might
somebody?
damage you.
Yeah. So why would you come up with that? But the thing is, though, we want to tell you that, dude,
Just joking.
she's not gonna go out there and looking for love.
No,
Because she looks at the wrong places.
Yeah, I do. I attract shitheads.
Right.
I attract real dumb motherfuckers. No, I'm not really joking. But anyway.
But I mean, basically,
But no, I'm an introvert. I'm not really like, that's just not it's not my style, to be honest with you. I like things that happen organically. Like I rather just run into someone organically and making sure it's organically.
Right.
And I also understand this. I'm not looking to be your reality. Let's put it that way. I'm not looking to be your reality. I like being your fantasy. So if you're getting a DM or something like that, like, hey, this is really me, and it's a public social media, and I'm like, this is my what do they use? This is my really private.
Oh, this is my private. Dude, well, here's the
IG.
thing, though. I get
you're special, and like you guys, you're DMing my best friend. Like, I talk to this person every single fucking day of my life, every day. He hates it, but I do. I try to give him a day off, but it never happens.
No,
but
you call me every time I take a shit. It's like, seriously.
What are best friends for?
I mean, dude, like, I'm texting you,
well, at least I know you have time available to be on your phone because your phone's in your fucking hand.
Yeah, because I'm playing games, and all of a sudden you're interrupting my games by fucking calling me while I'm taking a shit. It's like, what the fuck?
You call it your office.
But because that's
I
where
like
do
to
my
call him
work.
when he's in my house shitting.
Yeah. Because that's where I do most of the work. You ask me, hey, where's my keys? Like, I'm taking a shit. You know, it's like, hey, where's my glasses? I'm taking a shit. You know, it's like, what? So, but yeah, we just want to let the fans know that do not fall for scammers.
Yeah, don't fall for that. I
Because
mean,
the thing is, so
and then like, okay, so hopefully you're going to go on about that message, but like, things could get a little creepy. Like, you don't understand. Like, we're not. And this is just my personal, my own personal boundaries and what I like. It's nothing to say against anybody else that does whatever they want. So don't also come to me and be like, well, so-and-so shoots with their fans. I don't really fucking care what other people are doing, okay? I don't care. This is what I'm comfortable with. This is what I like. I personally would rather be your fantasy than your reality at any given time. And that's just really how it boils down. And it's crazy to me because these scammers, it's so hard to get them taken down. They we'll report them and do all kinds of these people are legit stealing money from you, pretending to be me, and it's awful. It's just like I think there was one person who was like, well, this is how I'm making money for blah blah blah. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
no bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It's like I'm just making I have like other performers call them out and saying that, and then all of a sudden they want to get to know that person. It's like, but you're using my photos. Like, well, I'm trying to make money.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're stealing. You're being an imposter.
Right. And then also what ends up happening is then you think that I've had people write me, hey, I'm coming to Vegas. I'm going to meet up with you. And you're like, no.
Yeah.
But we've been talking for 6 months. So yeah, that we made this plan. And that's dangerous, people. That's going to put you in danger. It's going to put me in danger. It puts everything at risk because I'm not a person you're going to want to roll up on. I'm not that's like, that's going to be a situation. Police will be definitely involved.
I mean,
and
dude, hey, we may or may not have a weapon that may injure you. So we do, if you do try to come and contact Alexis Fawx personally without,
I'm not going to meet you, dude.
Yeah, she's not going to meet you.
So if you have people saying hey, we're going to meet up and stuff like that, it's just false. So I feel bad. I don't feel bad. Because you guys should also know better. You know what I mean? I just think there's an element that there should be no better.
The thing is, though, there's people out there who are just looking to find love. As a guy point of view, I can understand. I can get that. Even females have that issue where they would fall in love with somebody who is lying, or saying, things that you want to hear. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then you just become blinded, because you're in love.
I clearly did that.
Well, I wasn't. No,
but I did.
But I'm not referring to you.
I'm just being honest.
But I'm just saying.
That sounds like my last fucking relationship. Believed everything that motherfucker said.
We're not going to bring that up. So, but what I'm saying is, in general, that there's people out there who think that they're, because obviously they're going to fall in love because of the way you look or whatever. But then as you get to know them, you become more infatuated with them and stuff like that. It's like, and then you're hoping it's true. It's like, that's why there's a TV show about catfishing and
Yeah,
and, you know,
just don't,
all that
just don't
stuff.
do it. Don't fall for it, guys. Like it's like seriously, it's. I'm not going to talk to you on public social media or for free. It's just that's how it rolls.
Yeah.
I just do that because I look at it as a time out of my day. It's my job. It's my work. I love communicating with you guys, but
Yeah,
you got to
I mean,
make it worth it.
Like, look, if it's like in a mall or a public setting,
Oh, I'm
don't
totally approachable.
don't like we did talk about like how a guy just stalked her in a freaking grocery store. If you want to say hello and say, hey, I know you are, like we even like we went to freaking you know, to eat a burger, and then the server gave us like, oh my god, I'm a huge fan, whatever. That's fine. Like, I would love
totally
to have a
fine.
picture. It's like,
It's fine.
just be like, don't just like be a creep, like creeping to you and following them without like a lot of girls will rather be upfront to them.
Yeah,
It's like,
I was
hey,
gonna fight that guy in Whole Foods.
Yeah.
I was prepared to punch his trick in because it was creepy, man. My hair on the back of my neck stood up. It was
Yeah.
not, and it was not, and it was. You don't approach people, anybody like that. Like it was. I felt like that was a situation of where either people fight or flight, and I'm a fighter.
right.
And I was like, what do you want? Like, I just made a big scene because I was like, look, I'm not leaving this grocery store. I'm going to make a scene. I'm not going to say help. I'm going to make a scene where make people look my direction. I'm going to create a situation where I'm going to get an employee involved.
Right.
I'm going to get louder and louder and louder until I see either scare the shit out of them or something's going to happen. Right.
Yeah.
And I think like, you just make yourself big and scary. I mean, just like if you get, you're hiking and stuff like that, you just try to make yourself bigger
Like
and
a
scary.
bear comes to you, like, come on, the bear's
Run. But they say that, like in certain ways, like you're supposed to make
make yourself
up.
bigger.
And so that's exactly what I did. And people were like, well, why didn't you take out your phone? I was like, because I might have needed to punch him. I didn't know what was going to happen.
Right.
It was so creepy. It creeps me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like,
But
and I think I was fired up too because I just came from kickboxing to boxing.
That's
I
the crazy
was
part.
prepared.
That's the crazy part because you're not the only one.
No.
I mean you got some performers have issues with stalkers.
Oh yeah, and let me just tell you this, people, and take a while. As men and women should listen up and tell everyone that you care about, because this person was very he didn't look scary. He was very unassuming. And stuff like that. And if I wasn't super aware and understanding the psychology of how people kind of get taken, and how people kind of make things look whenever you're walking into a store to only grab them on the way out, for whatever reasons, for very unsafe reasons. I'm just very self-aware. So you have to understand, like, not everybody comes up to you or is waiting behind your car is a nice person.
Right.
If you're walking into a grocery store, that's a person with a purpose. You need to go inside. You might say, "Hey, how you doing?" or whatever like that, but there's a purpose and you walk. You don't linger and try to create like this stop and conversation in the middle of a parking lot. That's just awkward and weird. I mean, what? Like, why would you do that? So I cued in right away in the parking lot. Like, this was not a good situation. This person was really fucked up and weird, and I didn't want to go back into my car. My best route is get me around a well lit area with people and cameras.
Yeah.
So I made a beeline and was just like, I don't know, like, let's do this. And like, it was scary too, is this was also during the pandemic where we were wearing masks.
Yeah.
So this individual was wearing glasses. His hair is salt and pepper, and he was wearing a mask. Well, you take those glasses off and take the mask off. This person could have had a full facial hair, mustache, no hair. I couldn't tell you what this part of his face looked like. So that's a very scary situation, altogether. So you have to be very self-aware, understand your surroundings, and don't be on your phones all the time when you're walking, ladies. Come on. Like, be aware. If you're like this, and I have a bad habit of doing too, but if you're like this, you're just really in it. Sorry.
No, I was looking at Patreon. Yeah, I mean that's the thing though. Like with the reason why okay, there's some actors and even the industry. The reason why we use aliases and stuff like that because people can find out where you live just by your name alone.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like I don't really understand what the obsession with that is, and like releasing our information and stuff like that. It's really an invasion of privacy. And I get there's a part of being an entertainer that our privacy does get is quite open and everything like that. But is it really necessary? Like, is it really necessary to know my middle name or some shit like that? I just don't think so.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, if you want to get back to that email,
so-
it's just like this is. Let's give him a truly example of what a catfish has done.
Here's what this person did, and so basically, apparently he or she took either a screenshot or a photo from Alexis, either from Instagram Live or something, and then photoshopped.
Oh yeah, definitely Photoshop.
Her like as if she was holding a piece of paper saying that the guy's name, and it's like, this is really me. And I'm like, dude, Alexis is never gonna hold a sign for you.
Yeah, I don't hold signs. I don't write names on my body. I don't write words anywhere. I don't hold signs. I just don't do that. It's not my style, and I refuse.
Yeah,
to
I
do
mean,
that.
this is part of the reason why
That's
we
number one. If anybody's sending that shit back to you, it is not fucking me.
No, absolutely
not.
not.
It's a Photoshop picture, and you need to get that shit checked.
Exactly. And like another tip is that if you get a DM from a performer that you think this, and he's saying this is my private Twitter or my private Instagram, and directly to my favorite fan, like, dude, I got hit up by a lot of the catfish, and thing is, though, like, I know a lot of them. Like, I even like it. What's really funny is, though, because I was with that performer, we were having lunch, and
you got the DM,
and I got the DM. It's like, hey, fan. It's like, what? It's like, I see you're a big fan of mine. It's like, yeah, I know, because I'm next to you. I'm eating lunch with you.
I'm eating lunch. Why are you texting me?
Why are you DMing me as if like I'm a super like I'm a great like a fan? It's like, well, then, like, you know, they're soliciting. They're like trying to get me to send money as to meet up, and it's like,
never really gonna.
Thing is, I'm having lunch with you. I'm not sending money. I'm like, you're sitting right next to me. But that's the thing, though. And then we called them out, and then totally, you know, we reported them, and obviously Twitter took forever, but finally got deleted. But if you look at their Twitter and see that they have 4 followers, obviously that's a clue that that's not the person.
Yeah, just make smarter decisions, folks. Like, seriously. Make smarter decisions.
And so, I mean, that's part of the reason why,
you know, it's also like, keep us safe.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, it's just unfortunate that this guy got catfished and stuff like that. But
he even bought this person a ring.
I know.
Like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm the real thing. No one offered me a fucking ring. No, that's okay. I'm not looking for one. Trust me. I don't want that shit.
Yeah. So we have a Patreon. Obviously, from there you can see, you know, I'm putting up more outtakes, and I'm gonna put more photos on there. So we really want to send out a shout out to all these people who actually donated to our Patreon.
Oh, nice.
So we want to give a shout out to Maurice Hawkins, Kelly Rogers, which we know.
Yay.
Ryan Hatch and James McMillan. So we want to say thank you for
you guys
for donating and help us keep our podcast going, even though Alexis is paying for everything. But but yeah.
So far, you gotta invest in yourself. Yeah. You gotta invest in your businesses.
But we'll also give it a shout out to our past donors. So those are our current members, our past members. So I'll mention Mike Adams, Hans Simmers, and Yash Dev are the one, and also Mike Plowman.
Oh, cool.
Who which actually is a great porn name, Mike Plowman.
Yeah, it's a good. It is a good fucking name.
Yeah, that's a good porn name.
That is.
So
I got some questions here.
Yeah, let's take a look. Let's read some questions.
All right. So ask us anything. Oh, what brand of boxing gloves do I use? Right now I have Title. That's what I have, right? Yeah, my bag's right there. Let me just show you. I'll just show you my new box. I'll show you all my boxing gear. I don't know where my shoes are at this point in time, but yeah, I got Title right. Right now I just have Title. I have 2 sets. I have this one, which are 12, and I have a pair that's 14. These are my shin guards. Ah, shit. Because we also do kickboxing as well. I just got these. So, and then I got some purple wraps, and you don't have to bring those. That's cool. But yeah, I love boxing. I love kickboxing. That's like one of my favorite things to do. It's one of my favorite sports at this point in time. Do you box, Joe? Have you ever boxed? Have you done anything like that?
No.
What do you like to eat the most when you're smoking?
Pizza.
Me? Pizza or you pizza?
You.
Pizza. Yeah, probably pizza and tacos. Burgers.
Yeah. No one cares about me.
What's your favorite dress?
My favorite dress?
Yeah.
My favorite dress.
That's what I was asked. What is your favorite dress?
Well, that's you. That's your question.
Is podcast on Spotify or Apple? It's on both, right?
It's on both.
It's on both. So I need to
Let's put both.
I need to copy and paste all those links. Peach crumble and blunts.
Wait, what is that?
Now this is interesting, Joe. What's one fruit that gives you crazy anxiety?
Crazy anxiety?
Yeah. Do you have any fruits that give you anxiety?
I don't know. I mean, I know like when I eat pineapple, like it does, my mouth does itches. You like itch. Or like kind of like has that burning feeling. What?
Do you have a burning feeling?
Yeah, I get a burning sensation in my mouth.
Pineapple?
Yeah.
I've had my tongue burned by pineapple before. What is that from?
It's by the
acidity?
By the acidity.
That's some
But you know,
strong
there's some
I
people,
love pineapple though.
but some people are allergic to certain fruits too.
Yeah,
So it could
that's
be.
true.
It could be that. But,
I love
mean,
fruits.
Yeah,
I'm pretty fruity. I like fruits.
What's really interesting, like allergies, sometimes change over time, like as you get older.
That is true. That
So-
is true, and you can pick them up.
Yeah,
Let's see here.
but I don't know. I don't know if fruit gives me anxiety. Oh, maybe a poison. Maybe anything that's poisonous that you find out poisonous probably give you anxiety.
Yeah, that would suck. That would totally that would give me anxiety.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's poison. It's like, oh, no.
Shit! Probably
Like
shouldn't have eaten all those.
berries? Isn't berries poisonous?
Should have gotten so high and eaten all those.
Yeah. Wait, there's poisonous berries or something like that, right?
With your AF coffee, have you ever thought of a coffee cup and saucer set? Well, probably like coffee cup, definitely. I know that we've spoken about that. We just looking for a good vendor. I think I got some information from a friend of mine that's been in coffee for about 15 years.
Yeah.
We had like a little Zoom meeting because I missed him when he was here in town. But anyway, yeah, we're looking at possibly putting some merch up there. Like I said, maybe even the reusable Keurig cup, the K cup or whatever people call it, and see what happens with that.
Yeah.
Maybe get this Alexis Fawx stole
No
my
one
dog.
wants. Okay, you guys did not.
I just think
want
it's
this
hilarious.
shirt.
I think if a bunch of I would love if a bunch
mean,
of,
I
I
think-
would love if a bunch of people were walking around with this shirt.
Yeah, well, thing is, so we'll
because
give
it just makes no sense.
we'll give it away. I know. Like, thing is, so the story. I don't know if we told this story. So, I decided to embarrass her during AVN, and so I went to Office Max and got the printouts for to iron on printouts so I could put on a t-shirt. So I made it and I walked around AVN.
Oh my god, it was hilarious. And then he shows up and I'm like, holy fuck.
I was in line. You were signing for Girls Way.
Yeah.
And I was just in line, and I think you took a picture or you took a video or something.
I
of
think
me?
so. It was great.
Yeah.
It was really fabulous.
And so that was funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think this is a great.
So if you're watching the video, this is Kitsune, nice little Sheba Inu. My physical cryptocurrency, my physical Dogecoin right here.
Yeah, it's nice that she's starting to let her guard down a little bit. Okay, so we also have another question. Sex advice. What kind of sex advice do you want to give, Joe?
What kind of what?
There was no direction with the sex advice, just sex advice question mark.
Get a lot of practice. That's the only.
Leave your house.
Yeah. I mean, I had
banging the tree.
Well, here's the thing though. Like, I've talked to a few guys who just like have no social, like, doesn't know how to talk to girls, doesn't have to, doesn't know how to approach girls, or been single forever and stuff like that. Look, just go out there. I mean, dude, I've seen couples and I looked at them, it's like they're perfect for each other, and that's not my cup of tea. It's like, and then, dude, like, I remember when I was in college, dude, I'm not laughing, but it's just two albino people are together in a relationship. It's like, dude, they're so rare. But
How did you find each other?
I don't know. I didn't ask them, but they're both blind.
Aww.
They're albino.
Aww. But they
So
found each other.
They found each other.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and then
Kudos. Kudos.
And then there's I've seen big girls with skinny guys. I've seen big guys with skinny girls.
There's people for
There's
everyone.
a flavor for everything, and so it's like you just need to get out there and just meet people. And sooner or later you're gonna find somebody that really likes you. And
I've been trying to socialize a little bit more. I mean, I kind of feel like I'm like in the mood to date a little bit. If I go and date, but like I'll never do that shit again. That's what I did last time.
yeah, you tried that. Didn't work out, did it?
I was like, this fucking shit sucks. But I can't, like, with someone in my position, like dating or getting out there and stuff like that and meeting people. It's just different. It's like if I did a dating site, I'd probably get kicked off because I would get kicked off for catfishing, even though I'd be the real person. And then,
actually, we should. I think.
which is funny. That does happen.
I think we talked about it, like having you join dating sites. And
Should we try to see who I match with? Just
Yeah.
to fucking, oh my God. Would you guys like to see that? Should we should we put that out there and be like, okay, I'm just going to see, let's see who we match with. We don't have to show their picture or talk or say their username.
We'll just look at their profile, describe them, and see what.
And I'd be like, why the fuck do I match with this
The
person?
thing is, maybe we might find the perfect guy for you. Or girl.
Or woman. Woman or man.
Ideally, you
Or both.
Actually,
Ideally,
let's
having
backtrack.
both would be
Let's
great.
backtrack. We do find the perfect guy for you. You actually, I'm the one who introduced you to him.
Were you talking about my favorite DJ?
Yes.
My loop daddy?
Yeah, you loop daddy.
My loop daddy that I'm going to go see on November 18th in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to try to crawl on stage. Loop daddy? I will call him daddy. Have you seen him in his tight panties?
Oh, he's got a dude. Okay, so
Go ahead. Are you going to say his name or no?
I will.
Keep
I
it
will.
secret?
I will.
You're going to let everybody know my secret crush?
Dude, you put it out there on Instagram
my
already.
MCM.
You already
that
put
man
that.
crush
It's already
man.
It's already.
Man crush man.
Well, you are a man sometimes. I question that.
I do a little. Hey.
No, let's.
I am who I am, Joe.
No, so Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer on their podcast, Two Bears, One Cave, they talked about him and they looked at him as like, he definitely has a huge hog.
Yeah, he has to.
With that confident, he has that big dick energy too.
Oh. Him and those fucking tight boxers and that robe with that gold goddamn mic. I'm like, ugh.
So,
Lube daddy.
so the man, so wait, okay, why don't you say his name?
No.
Why?
Because you're going to make fun of me because I know I'll probably fuck something
You
up.
probably do fuck us up. So it's Marc Rebillet. He's
Rebillet.
French. Yeah, his dad is a French guy.
Yeah.
He's a Frenchie. He's a Frenchie.
Yeah. His dad was good looking.
He speaks French too.
Please, in my ear all night.
Sings.
Oh my God, if someone actually says
Dude,
this to me, he's going to be like, Jesus Christ.
Dude, I mean, just imagine.
Look, sorry, dude. I think you're hot. Okay, let's
But dude-
fucking. I would bone you to like fucking. I couldn't bone any fucking more. Okay, so let's just put it out there.
I could
now
see.
it's public.
I could see he playing in one.
But he's. But I really do like his shit though. Like
Right.
I'm excited to go. See
Well,
him
I'm the
live.
one. I introduced you. I introduced you to that one song that he did, the butthole song.
I love it.
Let me see that butthole.
I mean, I just fucking love. I love it. It's just, he has such like really cool soulful funk. Like I just fucking dig it. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah, musician.
All the way. And I'm like, I'm semi joking.
No, she really did. We're gonna go through
I
her
love
show.
that. Okay, so if I were to have a type, maybe that's my type. I don't fucking know.
That's probably his type.
I don't
The
know.
skinny-
Everybody always says, "What's your type?" And I'm always like, I don't have a type.
Got the
Well, maybe that's it.
Nerdy
I don't
guy
fucking
with
know.
the glasses who could sing.
He could sing.
He could play
jam
music.
the fuck out.
Plays piano.
He could jam with other folks.
Yeah.
Like the collaborations that he does is like with Reggie
Dude,
Watts. Oh my god.
Well, Reggie Watts, Erica Badu.
And I've always liked him. Yeah.
Just like he's working with a lot of
Go check him out, guys.
yeah, Marc Rebillet.
By the way, November 18th, Atlanta, Georgia. So excited. Joe's going.
I know. Well,
My best friend's going.
I'm the chaperone.
Yeah, he's the chaperone.
I'm gonna literally, I'm gonna be one of those people. You know how those parents have the little kids, the toddlers with
You're
the
probably gonna have a leash
with
on me,
the
so
leash,
I can't
yes,
go too far.
with the vest and the leash. So I'm gonna tie a leash on you, and you're gonna jump.
It's gonna-
jump. It's like no, you're not going up there.
You're gonna have one that springs, so I'll run and then snap back. Fucking asshole. smack my head or some shit.
Probably.
And I'm bringing one of my good friends, bringing my good friend
Lisa.
Lisa. And then we have one more ticket. We have one more ticket. What the fuck?
Who wants to come with us?
Yeah. I almost feel like we should
Should
we run a raffle for that?
Yeah, let's ask the guy who stalked you at Whole Foods and asked him to come out.
No. Scrap that idea. Fuck that.
Yeah.
No, we gotta figure that out. But
Dude,
this is the thing. It's like
if we
who
can
can commit that far?
Dude, if we can get maybe Phoenix to come out, or
that'd
maybe
be dope.
Luna, or maybe any of the performers that want to come hang out with us in a lot. Actually, when we hit up at Bella Danger, let's hang out with her.
Oh yeah, she's good. Yeah. She likes it a lot. But I think you like it'd be even better because like Lisa is a fan of his music as well.
Yeah.
Like, we share. I'm like, look what he's wearing today. Oh my god, he's gonna think I'm nuts. I am, but anyway.
Okay. Obviously follow her on Instagram and Twitter. So Twitter is Alexis Fawx. Instagram is Alexis Fawx Live. Fawx Fan is their OnlyFans. Fawx merch. You could buy worn clothing, DVDs, 8x pens, worn panties that she wore on set.
Lately, my square panties have been flying off the shelves.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. But and then also you can text her. She's going to take phone calls. Obviously, this is going to be posted maybe 2 weeks later, but she will be taking phone calls on Sex Panther. But you could also text her when she's not on the phone. Would you stop doing that? Because I'm trying to focus right now. But we're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. Just search Highest Fawx or FAWX, and then Instagram is the Highest Fawx Show or Highest Fawx Show. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then Twitter we have both Highest Fawx and Highest Fawx Show. You can email us as highestfawx@gmail.com, and I think that's pretty much it. And also buy her coffee. We are going to plan to do a promotion. So if you're a listener, we will tell you a promo code where you'll get a percentage off, either free shipping or a percentage of whatever coffee that you choose. So we're in the process of adding that soon. So obviously, if you're a listener, you get a nice discount, and then you can try out great coffee. And then anything you want to add?
I just really appreciate all you guys. I appreciate all our listeners. And
thing is, most of our listeners probably turned off because we talked about coffee. So they're probably not going to listen to ours.
Yeah, they will. We're interesting people.
But we do want to appreciate it. Obviously, we're also on our YouTube channel and then our Patreon. Obviously, you can search Highest Fawx.
Yeah, we're gonna start putting a lot more on the Patreon as far as we get the record button, so we have some good BTS, just background, just all kinds of stuff that's gonna go on there, and little fun cuts and credits, and then of course our special guest that we have will go on our Patreon. Correct?
Yeah, we usually sometimes we'll put it on Patreon where you can actually see it. Obviously, we do plan to make it public on YouTube in the future, but we want to give our Patreon special VIP status so they can see
everything first.
And
all right,
cool. All right, well, thank you, and
have a good night, guys.
Bye.